dressing as a kid. You want your 5-star matches? Not me. Big meaty man slapping me. That's what I want.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is your faithful Amanda Splatts. And today we got a little splatzer down for you. My appointment that was supposed to be at like 7 a.m. this morning got pushed back all the way to the afternoon. Like, we're probably not going to get started until like 3 or 4. So I had enough time. I wanted to do, before I disappeared until Saturday night, I wanted to do a very brief splatzer down. Amanguerilla splatzer down. I wanted to talk about last week because I'm so fucking happy. Last week was so fucking amazing for me. I got to collab with a bunch of great people. And I even got a couple potential collabs. I won't say anything yet because things are still in the works. But I wanted to talk about how great last week was. And I wanted to talk about how great this upcoming month is going to be. Because, you know, I really don't like fucking horror content. I really fucking don't. And my rig is nowhere near strong enough to run the new Silent Hill 2. But, I do have some horror-centric games that we could be that I'll be playing, or Sandra will be playing this month to give you your horror-based content that are actually good games on their own. We'll talk about all that, but first, though, we're only going to go for an hour because I still got the appointment. Like I said, we probably won't get started till like fucking 3 o'clock. So I just want to sit. So this came to me. I first saw this in an old Markiplier video. It's called Sumotori Dreams. This was only 6 megabytes, man. The Steam version to download it was $5. It's only 6 megabytes. That's it. It's a tiny little game. Slapping me. So it's a physics. I wouldn't even call it a game. It's just a little silly thing. But I thought it'd be perfect to check out while I'm talking about what's coming up. So we'll get started. Load up the game. And we're gonna be slapping some meat while we chat about the week that was. Here we go. This is how you play. Got Sumos doing their thing. Great guy wins. I'm not gonna keep track of like wins or losses and shit, because this is just big meaty Sumos doing their thing, showing their love of the sport. Going for it. They're just going ham. They're going cheese and crackers, baby. I can hear it coming out of the computer, and I can hear it coming out of my... So I don't know what that's going to mean for the audio. I can hear it coming out of both. Let's try muting the audio output capture. Or no, let's see what happens. Let's just fucking see what happens. I'll just turn it down a little. I don't think it's being picked up on the mic. But it's weird, I can hear it. I don't know what it is. I had to reset the system on Monday because there was some kind of fucking firmware update. Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together while we chat about these big meaty men slapping meat and talk about the week that was last week. Because, oh god, it was so great last week, man. It was so fucking beautiful, man. 5 collabs with 6 great people. And it actually started, I brought this up on the Mina collab. It started with Mina Vanilla. Back in mid-August, Mina put out, she said she's back in the Eastern Standard Time for a while, so she wants to do some collabs. And you know what, I was scared, because I think I'd only collabed with Kara at that time. But I shot my shot. I said, hey Mina, I would love to collab. And like, my computer's kind of chopped though. I can't play anything that's really crazy. And I don't think Mina plays stuff that's crazy anyway. She does a lot of Zatsu, a lot of cooking and stuff. Dude, are you okay, dude? You alright? I think he's fine. I think he's fine. So Mina suggested this website, Buddy Board Games. It's fucking great. It's a website created during the pandemic era, where it's super simple, nothing to download, no ads as far as I can tell. You just create a room, and if someone else joins that room with the same name, you can just go ham together. And that actually saved a collab. The first collab I did on Tuesday last week with Grub. We played a piece of shit $1 Yahtzee game, simulation of the yacht dice. It was so bad that I just ended up using that as a meme, calling it the whole thing, simulation of the yacht dice. Like with Archon the Light in the Dark or Shimobi of Quizmaster. Because my comedic chops are limited. Unlike these men who are pure gold. Pure. So I don't know how the audio is going to be on this now they got the headsets on, but it's still playing through the computer. It's fucking weird. Let me try. It's still playing through the computer. That's weird. Let's try closing it out, open it up again. I don't know if it's going to mess up with the audio or what. Let's try that again. I can hear it on the audio. I can hear it on my headset. I hear it in the headset this time. Let's let these boys slap me. Now you see, now it's not playing on the computer itself. Now it's going like it's supposed to. That's fucking... So I apologize for the double audio. I don't know what it was. There's like a firmware update recently. Maybe that was it. But like I was saying, Mina, bless her heart, she is such a kind soul. Her showing me Buddy Board Games saved my collab with Grub on last Tuesday night. Cause I just said fuck it with the simulation of the yacht dice. And we just went to Buddy Board Games and played Yahtzee there. And it was much easier because it was correct. The simulation of the yacht dice did not have 3 of a kind on it. It was bullshit. So it was great. It was great talking with Grub. Grub is such a man. He is just so many. And he's really getting into this Dark and Darker. Unfortunately, there's no way I could play Dark and Darker without my system fucking exploding or anything. It looks like it's going to be a great collab game for the rest of FlaVR. I do feel bad sometimes about how I don't have a rig that's strong enough to play a lot of the shit. So it's going to stop me from doing a lot of collabs. But then I do have to remember what Pippa said. I don't think I would have played a lot of those games if I wasn't a streamer. What if I stopped streaming? So there are other options. There are things we could do. And last week was about exploring that. Because a lot of the stuff was either Zatsudan or Zatsudan Fun. So Tuesday night Yacht Dies with Grub. That was great. That dude's voice is just so peaceful, man. So you hear my fucking shit. You hear Grub's beautiful voice. And it was really his brother too. And how much he thinks of his brother. Shout out to Grub Brother. Shout out to Grub Brother. That was great. And then Wednesday was one of the big ones. They were all fucking big ones. Come on. They were all big ones. Wednesday was the Babaniku Summit. Dumb fucking name, I know, but it was the only idea I had at the time. Babaniku Summit. Cara and Nicole and me just yapping for 3 hours, and it just felt so fucking good, man. I want to do it again. I want to do more yapping with Cara. I want to do more yapping with Nicola. I'd love to do more yapping with both of them, because I know they're. I was gonna say I know their schedules don't usually overlap, but then they did the whole Satan's Butthole Minecraft tour, Satan's Booty Hole in Minecraft, and that was a great series. Of course, now they're doing Spooktoberween, mandatory October-based content, and it was just talking about flavor, talking about Babanikus, talking about inspiration, Pippa Pipkin, and it was just great. Me shooting the shit with two of my senpais for 3 hours, and it just made me fucking smile almost the whole time. Almost. You know what I mean? So that was great. And then later that night, third stream last week, a little bookkeeping stream. Initially, Sand Ruby playing Viva VVVV and getting trinket number 20. That was supposed to be a 2-hour stream. That was supposed to be a 2-hour stream of her trying and failing to get the token while Senpai's called in, because she was in the general voice chat at the time and had the Fugi set up. Fugi, for those of you who don't know, Fugi is a way to have multiple avatars at once when you're streaming. Everyone connects a Fugi account to their Discord account, and then they upload the avatar they want to show, and you can, and when you go live and you put the URL on your stream, it shows everyone who's in that call and when they're moving or not. It's a great thing. It's great, and it's free. Like, there's a premium version, but it's free. And it's great for streaming, man. It's great that there's so many free options for streaming to make things so much easier. And they do have premium options, but you can go free for the longest fucking time. The barrier for entry is getting lower and lower every day. I fucking love that. Because people like me who aren't streamers, giving streaming a shot and having something that's kind of intuitive like OBS. It is kind of intuitive. And just going for it. Keep supping meat, boys. You're achieving those Sumotori dreams. We've got a few more stages. I'll cycle over through the other stages in a little bit. So, stream number 3, San Ruby Call-In Show. The original call was, the plan was to go 2 hours and have my senpais call in and distract me or cheer me on or whatever. And then San Ruby beat it in 14 minutes. She, technically it was 28 minutes, but it took like 10 minutes just to get there. So I think it was only like 14, 15 minutes actually trying to doing things the hard way. So I do apologize to any senpais who were going to call in, but we finished the stream very, very early. And I did look into what the gift is when you get the all 20 trinkets. You go, spoiler alert for an old game. You go back to a secret lab that has the research that will let you save your world. And then it's got a list of chivos and a couple of challenges, like a super gravitron where you just endlessly bounce them. It's very interesting, but I think I'm done with it. I might offline try the super gravitron thing, but I think I'm done with VVV. That was a great game, though. That was an absolutely great game. So now let's watch 4 big meaty men slapping meat. Because 2 is not enough sometimes. We need all the fucking meat. Oh man, these men are living their Sumotori dreams live on stage. Blue guy is literally the last man standing. Oh, there he goes. Right through the barricade. So, that was the third one. Fourth one. No, I wanted to continue. Keep going, man. Keep slapping me. The fourth one was Mina Vanilla. And it was such a pleasure. Like, I let her, she kind of directed the whole thing, and I followed her lead, because she is the expert, she is the OG. But she was so nice and welcoming. And I joined her Discord, too. It's so... With all the crazy shit I put out, and all the crazy shit I watch, it's nice to have some wholesome, family-friendly content, man. And Mina is just the sweetest person, man. I'd love to stream with her again. I'd love to stream with all of them again. But I'm taking it easy for a few weeks. Especially this week because I got appointments coming up. And that was, but before I streamed with Mina Vanilla, before I streamed with her, I streamed with Lulu. Lulu is so fucking sweet too, man. Lulu's such a sweetheart. And I admit I get a little upset, or not upset, but I feel fucking old when I realize that the PlayStation 1 is considered a retro console. Because I consider like the Nintendo and WonderSwan and TurboGrafx-16 and shit like that. I consider those classic consoles. But, yeah. It was fun talking PS1 with her and talking about flavor and the future and stuff. And that was so much fun chilling with Lulu. Because we overlap so much. We stream at the same time almost all the fucking time. So it was so great to actually... between... Here we go, I think we're up. We went out for a little bit. Internet's a little fucky today. Between the Lulu collab... Bye, blue guy. Between the Lulu collab and the Mina collab, I got a notification that my appointment on Sunday morning had been canceled. And that instead we were going to meet on Wednesday morning. Yeah. So, I got Darkest Dungeon for $9. Darkest Dungeon and all the DLC for $9.50. Because I know one of the Lola maids is playing it right now. But I'm going to be starting fresh from the beginning. Or San Ruby will be starting first. Now, I watched Vinny Vinesauce play it all the time. But he didn't do the Color Out of Space DLC. He never finished the game. So I knew in my heart, I didn't want to just do it on Wednesdays. I was just going to have San Ruby do it on Wednesdays. And then... Okay, so here's the timeline of what Sunday was going to be. Sorry. After I finish Half Minute Hero, I was going to do the Princess 30, Knight 30, and Dark Lord 30. Because I think they're like shooters or demon summoners. Weird fucking things that aren't actually Half Minute Hero RPG. And you need to do all those weird things to get Hero 300 and Hero 3. But I got so angry and so heated at the fucking game with the whole side quest from the Inferior XBLA port that it just pissed me off so much that I'm done. I got the ending early, and then I got the other ending. I got all the paths and all the partners, and did the date with the zombie girl. And that's it, I was done. I might, as a gorilla, I might explore Princess Hero and Knight 30 at some time, but I really have no desire now. So the original plan was the next Sunday stream, the next epic LESS long form Sunday stream was going to be a Half Minute Hero 2. Because I have Half Minute Hero 1, 2, and the 2 DLC. But I'm so heated at that game and all its mechanical problems and its narrative problems that I'm not even going to touch to for a little while. And then I was going to do Shadows of Loathing. I was going to pick up Shadows over because West of Loathing was so fucking great. West of Loathing was fucking amazing. It really was a defining series for my channel and for me as a gamer. But no, I'm done with it. Because RPGs like that have very little replayability, if any. You go through the epic story and then you're done. So I was gonna get Shadows of Overloathing, which is the same guys, but it's Lovecraftian thing. I was gonna do Darkest Dungeon on Wednesdays as with San Ruby, and then I was gonna do Shadows Over Loathing on Sundays. But then I decided, you know what? Let's just make Darkest Dungeon the Sunday stream. Darkest Dungeon, it's an RPG. You can consider it an RPG. LESS, long-form epic storytelling streams, are going to be Sundays with San Ruby for October. I may take the series back over when November starts, but San Ruby is handling all the mandatory October horror-based content this month. So instead of doing Darkest Dungeon on Wednesdays and something else on Sundays, she's going to do Darkest Dungeon on Sundays. Now what about Wednesdays, my other mainstream day? Well, it depends. I didn't want to buy shit just to do horror. I didn't. Because I don't like horror games. Not that I'm fucking scared or anything. It's just... Look at my playthrough of Misao and how fucking heated I got at the end of Misao. Even though I knew half that shit was coming, they made it worse. A lot of horror games just mechanically bad. Like after you get through the scares and the spooks, it's just not good. However, looking over the list of games in Steam that I've not played yet or not streamed yet, there are 5 games I could consider horror content. I'm going over the list right now. Men, could you go ahead and slap some meat? Thank you. I'm looking through my game list right now. So Wednesdays are gonna be random horror games. Random horror content, mandatory horror content with San Ruby. I'm thinking of giving Buckshot Roulette another try. It was so slow that it froze up my computer the first time I played it on stream. But I think I've worked the kinks out since then. So we might try Buckshot Roulette again. Especially since, hey, senpais. If you fucking catch the VOD senpais, from what I understand, Buckshot Roulette multiplayer is supposed to be coming by the end of the month. So that's a thing. That's a fucking idea. Buckshot Roulette, baby. Multiplayer. Imagine shooting yourself and your friends in the face. I want to see the mechanics, because I think they've been playtesting it. I got Crab Game at the suggestion of Kara. Darkest Dungeon, of course. I got, like, Dice and Fold... No, that's not a horror game. I got a couple of new dice-based games. I downloaded Toki Doki Literature Club. I might do a playthrough of Toki Doki Literature Club. Just so I can see my stab purple-haired wife. But if I do, I'm gonna do the quote-unquote best ended one that involves the save scumming. I might try Dr. Lunatic Supreme with cheese again. I'm just looking at the horror-based ones I got. Inscription! I got Inscription in a 2-pack with Buckshot Roulette, and I have still not had a chance to stream it. Inscription sounds like a great horror game for Spooky Horror Month. There's King of Fighters 13, and the horror in King of Fighters 13 is that SNK still has not gotten that shit to work. Snake, it's fucking SNK. I'm putting a moratorium on buying your shit until you can get King of Fighters 13 on Steam to work. Fucking hell, man. Where you guys going? There's more meat to slap. Thank you, boys. So where are they? I got the Monos the Hands of Fate platformer. Monos the Hands of Fate, the director's cut. Fucking watch along last night. Holy shit, man. I'll get to that. But yeah, the platformer for Monos is like $4. A simple, like, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm willing to put down money if something's like $5 or less, or if it's like an 85-90% discount. So Monos the Hands of Fame, the platformer. I got something for free called The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's free. I saw Kara put it on their wish list, which is weird because it's fucking free. You can just download, but maybe Kara's just low on room, on space. I gotta start thinking about space, actually. I've got 100 gigs left on this rig. After almost 3 months of streaming, I got 100 gigs left. So I gotta start deleting shit. Now, the first thing I could start deleting... Well, I'll get into that. Let me go through the rest of the possible horror games. Vampire Survivors. I heard it's great, and it was super deep discount. I only bought the game itself and the 2 DLC packs that were original characters. Not the DLC that were like already licensed characters, the collabs. I think there's like some Among Us shit. Nah. Just the original characters, just the canon shit. So I got Vampire Survivors, but I'm a little worried about streaming that one. Because even if my computer can run it, with all the shit that's on the screen at once, it might just absolutely fuck my bitrate to hell. So I might want to go ahead and test stream that first. So there's that. And then there's Winnie's Hole. The free demo for Winnie's Hole. That sounds like it's gonna be a fucking winner. I won't show you, because I don't want you to throw up, but Winnie's Hole, WINNIE''S, Winnie's Hole. It's fucking weird. These boys are fucking weird, but they're giving it all they got. They got Sumotori dreams. So now we'll go ahead and cycle through some of the stages, some of the map. Let's go to the kitchen. You got some itching for some sumo in the kitchen? Okay, so now I got distracted. I do apologize, but those are potential games. There are so many potential horror-based games I could do that, yeah, I just go ahead and... So Wednesday is going to be mandatory October horror-based content with San Ruby. Sundays are going to be Sundays with San Ruby Darkest Dungeon. I'm going to be doing Splatter Day, non-horror related content. There are quite a few games I can do. Although this Saturday I'll be singing Phil Collins and Genesis. So let's get some sumos in the kitchen. Quit your bitching. Everyone's sitting at the table, if you're able. Now this map is a little weird because they don't even touch each other before the game is decided. Like, they don't even get to have their coffee and their grapefruit and their croissant. It's already over. They just slapped too much meat. But yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted. But those are the potential horror games we'll be seeing this month. Um, not today. Not today because of my appointment. It's been in the afternoon. I'm not even gonna try the Zatsu tonight. I'm gonna be fucking exhausted from the appointment. And after this, that's why I wanted to do Sumotori dreams today. You're probably not gonna hear from me again until Saturday. Except for like a couple tweets. So yeah, did Mina stream, Lulu stream, Grub stream, Kara Senpai, and Nicole Senpai stream. And then the last one was... No, the sixth one, that goes back to why I did Half Minute Heroes suddenly on Saturday morning. Or Sunday morning, rather. Yeah, Sunday morning. Since my appointment on Sunday was canceled. I wanted to finish... I had decided at that point I wanted to finish Half Minute Hero in one sitting. So I could go ahead and supplant it with Darkest Dungeon. So I thought it was just going to take 4 hours. But then I found out that instead of getting Valhalla Knights, which was the PSP content, it had the fucking Hall Overlord game side content, which was the shit from the XBLA. So I'm very unhappy about that. It's still an inferior port. It's still an inferior port of the PSP version. And I'm fucking upset. I'm not sure I would have bought it if I knew that was the case. But it was okay. It was okay for what it was. Just the way it ended really left me salty. I have no... I'm not gonna delete it yet. I'm not gonna delete it yet. Because I might try out Princess and Knight and Dark Lord 30 as a gorilla sometime. But I have no desire to play 2 anytime soon. Although 2 is there. I have... Oh! Wrong button. Wrong button. Doesn't matter. We will revive those dreams again. We will bring those dreams back. Now, there are custom maps in this game. There are custom maps, but I haven't yet. I might in the future, though, because this is a silly little thing you can watch. You can talk while you're talking about slapping meat. Watch slapping meat. Big Meaty Man slapping meat. And so that was stream number 6, doing Half Minute Hero. Getting fucking heated, running through it 5 hours. I'm fucking done with it. And then the last collab, stream number 7 last week, was with my man Zosmas. I tell you, man, I'm so fucking proud of Zosmas. I really am. He's been spreading his wings, man. He usually does the history-based content, the shorts and stuff. But he's really been spreading out and doing like collabs and shit like that. I'm real happy for him. So when he did the collab with Kara, the one-page Warcraft rules, I knew like I couldn't play that because Tabletop Simulator almost made my fucking computer explode when I was part of that collab with Alien Riser and Kotatsu and Kara and Zos. But I knew I had to play a game with Zosmas. I knew I had to play a game with him. So I saw Risk, which, you know, if he's a fucking warlord, it's a game of global domination, and it was free. Risk was fucking free. It was a port of a mobile game, so obviously it's monetized out the fucking ass. But the base game was free. Base rules were free. You could play for free, and that's all we needed. So I suggested it. He went ahead and practiced, did his reps. There's a tutorial section in Risk, mandatory tutorial. That's fucking great. And we didn't expect. We were gonna play 2 games. I'll tell you right now, we were gonna play 2 games. But the last one ended up going on so long at the end that we just knew we didn't have enough time to do a second one. Because once it just got to him and me, it was just a chance of, can you wipe the other person out in one turn? Because of the way that the progressive card system works. Because the later you turn in your cards, the more soldiers you get. So that's just how that worked out. But it was great playing Risk with them. It was great chatting with them. He's leaning into the lore too, and doing the history stuff. It's fucking great, man. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do, one of the big reasons I wanted to do, there's been all those collabs in 1 week, doing relatively different things. Do you have stairs in your house, chat? Which one's the pusher robot and which one's the shover robot? Do you have stairs in your house? They're going to protect you from the terrible secret of space. If you get that reference, you're a fucking hag like me and you don't fucking hide it. You admit it. It's the terrible secret of space, baby. That's one of the big reasons I wanted to do all those collabs in 1 week. To show you the difference. To show you the variety that FlaVR has. And to show to, like, any fans who may have given up on FlaVR during the whole bad, weird shit that happened before I joined. The stuff that it was over by then. That I think FlaVR's in a good place now. After all the drama, after all the bullshit. I'm not 100% sure what happened. But I'm not gonna pry, because it's none of my fucking business. But I really do think that things are in a good place for FlaVR now. I really do. And that's what last week was about. Showing my love for FlaVR. Showing how great FlaVR is. Showing how diverse FlaVR is. You can do anything. And you can borrow as much as you want or as little as you want. Fucking great. And then this week was supposed to just be 3 streams. Manos the Hand of Fate, Tuesday night watch along. And then since I knew that my appointment had been moved to Wednesday morning, I was just gonna do Manos and then like stay up for the appointment. But now I found out that the appointment is actually gonna be Tuesday afternoon. Like, I don't even need to get started getting ready till like 3 o'clock. And that kind of pisses me off, because if I knew that, I would have gone ahead and had Sand Ruby stream Darkest Dungeon for a few hours. Just to kick it off. But holding it off till Sunday is probably the best choice. Because I know Sunday is usually dead hours, period. So I can monopolize my Sunday position like I've been. I think that's why West of Loathing is popular as it was, and why Half Minute Hero was as popular as it was. I think Half Minute Hero episode 1 is still the most popular stream on my channel. I'm not sure as far as views. But they've been calling views again. They've been calling fucking views. It was over 100, and now it's back just barely under 100. Pissing me the fuck. I'm not Minhara for numbers. I'm Minhara for a lot of shit, but not the fucking numbers. But, you know, they're right there. They're right there on the channel. Brown, you're just showing off at this point, my man. But the numbers are right there. So yeah, man. I wanted to do a brief now that I know that my appointment, like, don't even have to get ready till like 3 o'clock. I wanted to go ahead, just do a brief Zatsu about the week that was. And it felt so good. And I enjoy sharing it with these big meaty men who were slapping me. And I know it's noon on a Wednesday, so no one's gonna fucking show up. That's 100% fine. Cause that's like Excite Bike or Blomby Car or Casino Kid 2. When I do these sudden 1 hour gorillas in the morning or the afternoon, I expect 0 people to show up live. These streams are for VOD Gang. These streams are for VOD Gang or people who may be bored, or if you're a real hardcore fan of mine, just as kind of a summary, kind of a wrap-up. Like, I never intend to beat the games I do on these 1 hour gorillas. Never. But it's about having something in the background, something to listen to, something to watch, while I update on you on my channel. It's like, what was that old WWE show, Live Wire or something? Where it was Michael Cole in a TV truck doing an update on the week that was in wrestling. And I think they occasionally showed matches. But yeah, these, like, none of my streams are mandatory watching. I appreciate if you at least try to catch all the karaoke's, but streaming is streaming. You do whenever you. But these short streams, they're just for updating anyone who's interested and who may have had shit going on. We haven't done the roof one or the bad trip one. Let's do the roof one and the bad trip ones last. Because these are only meant to go an hour, because otherwise I start getting into other weird shit. But yeah, it's just giving y'all an update, letting y'all know what's coming for the channel, and expressing my love for fucking FlaVR, man. And who knows, maybe in the future, someone will be looking for Sumotori dreams, find this video, see how silly it is, and maybe they'll be interested in what I have to say while they're watching these big meaty men slapping meat. Gray did that one with style, poise, and grace. It might be a silly idea to do a stream of this, like a betting stream. Not real money or anything, but seeing if we can bet on who wins the most, because this is physics. And like I said, I believe this is only 6 megabytes. I'm checking my task manager right now. It's only using like 6% of my CPU and like 176.6 megs of memory. It's not using much at all. But yeah, these are just to update you and let you know what's going on in the world of your faithful Amanda Splatts. Wow, Sumotori dreams I haven't seen. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Tim. I'm gonna be quitting at the top of the hour because I got an appointment. But this is just one of my short, I do these all the time. Just a short 1 hour stream to update you on the week that was and what's coming up. I've already talked about the week that was, the week of FlaVR. You're one of those guys I would have loved to collab with you sometime. But I know you have retired from actually streaming for your own mental health. And I think that's cool. I'm happy. I'm happy that you figured out what the problem was and took proactive steps to fix it before something bad happened. So shout out to you, Temp. Got a little number. Yeah, fucking numbers. The fucking numbers. I didn't want to do any horror-based content this month, but then I realized that, like I said, I did have Inscription, I did have Darkest Dungeon, and I did have Vampire Saviors. Or Survivors. And those could be horror-related games. Down to collab and just to want to stream. That's very well. After doing 5 collabs last week, and after doing 5 collabs last week, and I've got appointment, I am taking it easiest this week. JP Time Zone makes it. Well, I'm an early fucking riser, dude. I get up at like 4 or 5 a.m. Eastern. So I'm gonna take a week to 2 weeks and just take it easy. But after then, like, I've got a couple other potential collabs percolating too. But last week drained the fuck out of me. It absolutely fucking drained me. But as you probably know, Temp, my computer's a fucking potato. So we might just have to Zatsu or something. But we'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm taking it easy for a couple weeks. And we'll keep in touch, though, man. Keep in touch. But yeah, as far as before we get to fucking Monos last night, Sumotori Dreams, the reason I picked this, I was watching old videos. It was recommended old videos. I used to watch Markiplier back in the day, and he did a very silly video, and I found out not only is this game only $5 on Steam, it's 6 megabytes. You got games that are like 20, 30, 50 fucking gigabytes. This game is 6 megabytes. That's it. That's fucking it, man. And it runs really good, even on my fucking potato. Something silly. So I watched Jacksepticeye play it, and I figured this would be a nice thing to have because I'm not gonna say anything concrete because I don't want to get in trouble. But there were games that I was playing for these Splatsudans, Amanguerilla Splatsudans, that I'm gonna have to put on hold because Nintendo is going ham on this. So I'm just gonna have to start like doing free shit. But yeah. So that covers last week, and now let's cover last fucking night, man. Monos the Hand of Fate with Sand Ruby. I got so Sand Ruby got so fucking heated. Cause it was a public domain movie. And yet I don't think anyone actually content claimed it was just automatically. It was done automatically. And I didn't get dinged, I didn't get penalized or struck or anything. In fact, when I went ahead and privated the VOD after killing the first one, where I played it on stream, it said it was okay. It just said the stream stopped and the stream would continue once the copyrighted content stopped. So it must have just been the automated copyright ID. But after that, I scrambled. I panicked and I scrambled. I had like Sand Ruby had 20 minutes before the top of the hour. So we just went to timeanddate.com, got a free timer there. She downloaded the movie, just muted the audio of everything but the computer mic. And I think we still had a good time. We still had a good fucking time. But shitty fucking movie, but a good fucking time. And that's why one of the reasons I love about FlaVR is you can be experimental. You can try different shit. I do writing streams. Some of my happiest streams are my 2 writing streams. And I do karaoke streams. I don't play fucking Valorant or Call of Duty and shit. And I get the freedom to do that. So I want to do those in the future too. Like I said, with my appointments and my health and shit, and how draining, it was so fun, but it was draining for me last week. So I'm taking it easy the next couple weeks. I'll definitely keep in touch with you, Temp. I got a couple other members who are interested in collabing again, but it may not be until like the end of the month. The free flow experimentation flows. Yeah, it is, man. It really fucking is. Especially, oh my god, have you seen Sensoka's work, man? Sensoka has been going fucking overtime, man. With the laser printer. He's been putting flavorists on all sorts of things. He put Sand Ruby on a coin, and now it's a desert ducat. And he put Sand Ruby on a lighter. That was so fucking cool. Oh no. Green and brown kind of don't have any hope in this map. They start on the edge. But yeah, man. They're so great. And there's so... Like, that's why I feel like I could have go ahead and be the V singer. Because Nicola, even though Nicola does karaoke, she's more focused on other music, like the voice changer and stuff. And doing instruments and making beats and stuff like that. Where I'm just a singer, and I'm just a fucking singer. So there's such a wide range, and there's so many great adjacent people. I'd like to, like, I know Zoismus isn't FlaVR, he's FlaVR adjacent. People like Tanker Joe and the Chaser Rabbit, they're all FlaVR adjacent as well. And it's great. I think this might be better for 2 people. And I've met so many great and helpful people, and there's horror out like I always fucking do. And I apologize for that. I'm fucking working on it. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. We did the second we did the little timer on there. Everything worked out great though, and I had a fucking time. And now I got an appointment at like 3 o'clock. It's almost 1 o'clock now. We're wrapping up the top of the hour. I'm yapping till the top of the hour. But, yeah. I just feel so... There's a lot of bad shit that's been happening. But it's a lot of great shit, too. And I know FlaVR helped me out if there's a fucking problem. It's so great, man. And it was just such an honor being able to stream. And I know there's more to come. there's more to come. I'd love to stream with all of them again. I'd love to stream with people like Temp and got others potential for my health. And I'm trying to get extra hours at work. Now that I'm working from home, I really don't have any excuse to not pick up some extra hours and get some overtime, especially with the holidays fucking coming up and me being in the hole. Like, my family knows, like, they understand my situation. Like, if I get them something like a relatively cheap for Christmas, they understand, but I still don't like to do that. I really fucking don't. I want to go ham on the Christmas gifts and shit. It's been a weird time last couple weeks, but to see the love that my senpais and my cowhide have been showing me, and to see the incline that FlaVR is on, it just does my fucking heart good, man. And it's gonna continue. We got new people coming in. We got Lena Harness, I think. She's a musician that joined the Discord. She's working on her character. That'll be very interesting. Gwen Lamone came back recently. I missed their stream due to doing half-minute hero. But Gwen is so fucking original too, man. Gwen's gonna be doing like martial sword shit. That's fucking great. And the language shit too. Plus, lucky for Gwen, and I found this out, pointed it out to Gwen. Souls 1 or 2, just 3, and not any of the DLC, I believe. And I got him a flash sale, where all the Dark Souls games was half off. So we got more content that you're gonna love from Gwen. And Susie Blue, oh man. I fucking love Susie Blue's strolling through Japan recently. The face cam streams. I've never been into IRL streamers, I really haven't. Where it's just people walking around the city and shit. But Susie Blue made it fun. Very chill, very simple, very fun. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Susie got up to 50 streams. Or 50 streamers, because that was the arbitrary thing that pissed me off. And I brought this up during the Pipkin Pippa How to Be a Streamer on a Budget stream. That it takes 50 viewers to do IRL streaming. But now I've hit that. I'm not going to show my face yet. Maybe in the future, but not yet. It depends on how narratively it may play into things. But I might want to do a stream like where I'm sitting at the laundromat chat. But then, of course, I would be worried about someone just yapping away and giving away like real location, real information and shit. Because I'm my community, so they just walk right up to me and say my name and say, "Hey, how's it going, Amanda?" Except they don't say Amanda, they say Yab. So go back to the dojo for a few minutes while we wrap it up, and just watch men slapping meat, big meaty men slapping meat. Last week did my heart good, but I'm also fucking exhausted. So this week, taking it easy. With my appointment in a couple hours. Not gonna see me until Splatter Day. I may have to move Splatter Day. I may, not 100% sure. Not sure. I may have to move Splatter Day Karaoke, Genesis and Phil Collins. I only added Genesis. I know enough Phil Collins songs to fill a full karaoke, but I do know a few Genesis songs also. I may have to move Saturday Splatter Day Karaoke and make Sunday just a double bill, where I do Darkest Dungeon in the afternoon. And now I may have an appointment on Sunday. I may not. So the time for Darkest Dungeon on Sunday is going to be fluid. Face down, ass up, that's the way we Sumotori stream. Right now, as it stands right now, I'm assuming I'm going to have an appointment on Sunday. So, as of right now, Sunday, Darkest Dungeon will start at 5 p.m. Eastern. If the appointment gets canceled, I might just go ahead and do the karaoke Sunday morning. If the appointment gets canceled and I do karaoke Saturday night, then I'll move Darkest Dungeon up so I can play longer. Because I got all the DLC for $9. And I've made a very difficult decision. I'm gonna start the game with all the DLC enabled. I've heard it makes it super difficult, especially with the Crimson Court with the mosquito shit, but I'm gonna do it. I may start all over again with the... If it turns out the mosquito shit fucks up my game too much, I'll start from the beginning, or San Ruby will start from the beginning again, but without Crimson Court enabled. Because I don't know if you can enable DMC in the middle of the game or not. Because optimally, I would like to start with everything but Crimson Court, and then turn on Crimson Court at some point when she's got enough leveled up characters to handle some of them getting taken down by the mosquitoes. But we will be playing Darkest Dungeon Sunday, just probably 5 p.m. Eastern, maybe early, because she wants to do, for my health, I usually don't go longer than 4 hours at the absolute most. But I do want to try a 12-hour marathon stream. And if there's a thing in your 12-hour marathon stream, it's Darkest Dungeon. Because a lot of that would also be kind of silent. Because there's a lot of resource management too, before you go on the actual levels. So yeah, that's what's coming up next week. Appointment in a couple hours. I already bathed and everything. By the way, what the fuck is with you fucking people? When I put a poll on Twitter, I refuse to call it X, for what they want to see as a game or a movie, I get 2 or 3 votes. I put out a joke poll about doing a shower stream. I get 8 votes saying, oh hell no. So the shower stream is happening, motherfuckers. Shower stream is coming. You have no fucking say in the matter. What the shit? But that's what it's gonna be. And like I said, to all the senpais who are watching, temp included, I want to collab. I do want to collab. But after how hectic last week was with 7 streams, 5 collabs, I need to calm down for a moment and start picking up some overtime at work in order to get some money to recoup my losses this month and to get some shit for Christmas. It's the life of a wager, man. Life of a fucking wager. So that's 1 hour of big meaty men slapping meat. I was super. I want to come back to this. This is the perfect Splatterdown game. It's very low resources. It's something silly to watch. Got some silly background music, and I can talk. And if I run out of shit to talk about, we can watch the big meaty men slapping meat, which is always fun. So thank you for stopping by, Temp. Thank you all the VOD gang, everyone who's catching up. It was an amazing week. It was a beautiful fucking week. One of the best of my life, man. My streaming life. That I have so many amazing people that are willing to work with me and put up with my shit and my limitations. And there's more to come. I've got to disappear for like at least 3 or 4 days. But there's more to come. Thank you for stopping by. I am your faithful Amanda Splatts. And this is the Amanda Splatts. Good day.